So this is the difference between Donald Trump and Joe Biden. Clear as day. This was shown in what happened yesterday with Pete Hegseth and all of those other clowns leaking military secrets to a journalist. Here is how Donald Trump handled the situation.
Mr. President, your reaction to the story in The Atlantic that said that some of your top cabinet officials and aides had been discussing very sensitive material through Signal and included an Atlantic reporter for that. What is your response to that?
I don't know anything about it. I'm not a big fan of The Atlantic. To me, it's a magazine that's going out of business. I think it's not much of a magazine, but I know nothing about it. You're saying that they had what?
They were using Signal to coordinate on sensitive materials and
Having to do with what? Having to do with what? What were they talking about?
with the Houthis.
The Houthis? You mean the attack on the Houthis?
Immediately when Donald Trump gets called out for making a mistake like he did in this situation by putting completely unqualified people in very important positions, what did Donald Trump do? He begins to attack the reporter, attack the news organization. He does anything except take any responsibility, and he does what he always does and claims he doesn't know anything. Every time he's broken a law or done anything wrong, he always claims ignorance. This, on the other hand, is how Joe Biden handles a situation like that.
I am President of the United States of America, and the buck stops with me.
That is how a real president, a real leader, and a real man behaves. The buck stops with him. He is the president. If something goes wrong under him or the people he puts into place, he takes responsibility for it. He admits that things are wrong, and he tries to fix the problem. He doesn't blame other people. He doesn't attack other people. That is not what a leader does. A leader doesn't make foolish decisions like Donald Trump did, putting a completely idiot Fox News anchor in charge of our military. But when he makes a mistake, it's the fact that he can never own up to it. He can never admit he did anything wrong. And that is the difference between those two men, and why we would be so much better off having Joe Biden still in office than Donald Trump. I don't give a damn how old he is. I don't give a damn if he falls going up the steps to Air Force One. He is a man who led this country with integrity and leadership skills. When something is wrong, the buck stops with the president. And yet we know that the Republican Party, all members of the Donald Trump cult, will do the exact same thing that Donald Trump has done. They will lie, they will defend him, they will hold nobody responsible for this mistake. That if it had happened under Joe Biden's administration, Joe Biden would have been impeached for this same exact mistake that Donald Trump's administration made. And that's what it is. Throw me a follow. Check me out on YouTube and Instagram.